Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine. Today we are going to discuss the question and answers of the lesson 1 Being Grateful. Before starting the question and answers, let me revive what we have done in the previous session. We have seen the story The Act of Grace, in which how Naresh had helped the boy who was in immediate need. The boy required money for the treatment of his father. Naresh also gave him money, and how the boy had gratefully thanked him. After 2 years, we have seen that the boy also visited the Naresh hospital and in return showed the grace. The boy gifted some foods and an envelope containing the money to Naresh. And he thanked Naresh, saying that if he hadn't helped me, my father would have died. And thank you so much. This was the story which we have studied in the previous session, and how the boy had shown the gratitude to Naresh, and how the boy was grateful to Naresh. Before starting the question and answers, let me share one story with you. This story is of being grateful and happiness. See children, can you see these birds? Who are these? These are peacock, crow, swan and a parrot. Who is beautiful among these birds? Let's see from this story. A crow was absolutely satisfied in life. But one day he saw a swan. This swan is so white and I am so black. This swan must be the happiest bird in the world. He expressed his thoughts to the swan. Actually, the swan replied, I was feeling that I was the happiest bird around until I saw a parrot, which has 2 colors. I now think the parrot is the happiest bird in creation. The crow then approached the parrot. The parrot explained, I lived a very happy life until I saw a peacock. I have only 2 colors, but the peacock has multiple colors. The crow then visited a peacock in the zoo and saw that hundreds of people had gathered to see him. After that, the crow went near the peacock and said, Dear peacock, you are so beautiful. Every day thousands of people come to see you. When people see me, they immediately shoo me away. I think you are the happiest bird on the planet. The peacock replied, I always thought that I was the most beautiful and happy bird on the planet. But because of my beauty, I am entrapped in this zoo. I have examined the zoo very carefully and I have realized that the crow is the only bird not kept in the cage. So for past few days I have been thinking that if I were a crow, I could happily roam everywhere. Children, that's our problem too. We make unnecessary comparison with others and become sad. We don't value what God has given us. This all leads to the vicious cycle of unhappiness. So we should be grateful and happy with what we have. Thank you for giving me. Children, such situations do happen in real life, and that there are stories of persons who had displayed nobility in these situations. We should thank everyone. Thank you means nothing unless it comes from the heart. Children, do you say thank you often? Do you help others? Do you offer to help without expecting any reward? Do you value gratitude? From this, you can understand your own behavior. You should express gratitude to others always. Now, children, let us begin with our question time. Question 1. Write yes or no. Give a reason for your answer. A. The boy cared for his father. Yes or no? And why? Yes, the boy cared for his father because he went to Naresh to borrow money for his father's treatment. Question B. Naresh was selfish and helped nobody. Yes or no? Why? No, Naresh was not selfish but helped everybody because he stayed back in the city and converted his house into a hospital and cared for the injured people. Question C. The boy was sincere and honest. Yes, the boy was sincere and honest because he came and returned the money he had borrowed from Naresh as soon as he could. D. The boy acknowledged Naresh's kindness with dignity. Yes, the boy acknowledged Naresh's kindness with dignity because he said to Naresh that he too wanted to be like him when he grew up. Students, you have to write all these answers in your textbooks. Okay? Come to our next page, children. Question 2. Number the events in the correct sequence. You have to number these events. Whatever it is given, you read it and number these in proper sequence. What will come first? Which sentence will come first? The city was torn apart by riots. Which will come second? Second will be Naresh converted his house into a hospital. Which will be third one? A young boy borrowed money from Naresh. Fourth one is 2 years later the boy returned with the money. Fifth one is the boy was grateful to Naresh and said he wanted to be like him. Now time to think, children. Gratitude is the feeling of being grateful or of wanting to express thanks. Saying thank you is an expression of gratitude for an act of kindness. Gratitude can take many forms. The story shows us how the boy thanks the man and returns the money as an act of gratitude. We can show gratitude through words or actions or both. What matters is that we should not forget the kindness of a person who has helped us. How do you show your gratitude? Each child in class will tell about an act of kindness shown to him or her and how he or she reacted. Also, discuss it is possible to run out of things to be grateful for. Children, this is only recapitulation of lesson. It contains all the important points discussed in the lesson based on the value. Children, you have to think and discuss the values being imparted through this lesson. You can think these points and tell your parents also. Come to the next question. Time for a reality check. Vidit is a young boy. He studies hard but is weak in English. He is trying to get a scholarship, but to do so he needs to improve his grades in the language. Venkat is a student in Vidit's class. He is very good in English. Vidit asks Venkat for help. To help Vidit, Venkat will have to give up his cricket practice. He still decides to help Vidit. Work in groups and discuss what Vidit and Venkat should do. Use the points given below and add more points of your own. Now here we have seen in this situation that there are two boys, Vidit and Venkat. Vidit is studying hard but he is weak in English. He is also trying to get scholarship but he needs to improve his grade in languages. And Venkat is also his classmate. He is very good in English. And Vidit is asking help from Venkat. To help Vidit, Venkat has to give up his all cricket practice. Then also he decides to help Vidit. Now let's see what should Vidit do and what should Venkat do. Vidit should make the best use of the help offered and work really hard to improve. Express his gratitude with thanks and offer to help Venkat if the need arises. Venkat should do his best to help Vidit. Offer to help without expectation of reward. In this section, children, it is actually a situation based exercise. You have to apply the understanding of that value, that is gratitude. Here Venkat comes forward to help Vidit. A person who wants to help means Venkat does so by adjusting his priorities. And in return, Vidit should also appreciate the generosity of Venkat's part and express his gratitude sincerely in more than one way. Come to the next page, children. Diary time. Write what you would do if you were in Vidit's place. Date. Here you write today's date. Today we spoke about gratitude. If I were in Vidit's place, I would. Children, you write here whatever you think is in your point of view. Now next part, children. Your time. What will you do in the given situations? Tick the correct option. 1. You are studying late for a test. Your mother comes with a cup of your favorite cocoa. What will you do? Tell her you cannot possibly drink it as you are studying. Smile and drink it. Grateful that your mother is there to show her love and support. Which option will you take, children? Yes, this option. Smile and drink it. Grateful that your mother is there to show love and support. Next question. You miss school for a week because of fever. You phone your friend for the school work you have missed. She spends an hour giving it to you. What will you do? Thank her as a formality. Thank her with gratitude. Which one will you take, children? Yes, thank her with gratitude. See, these two questions we have discussed. Here, in the both situations, gratitude is expressed with spontaneity. Just saying thank you means nothing unless it comes from heart. Now come to the next part, children. Put together. This part, children, we would have done if we were in the school, because this is an group activity which we would have done in school, but due to lockdown we are at home now. So here we come to the end of our lesson. Thank you.